Hi there, YouTube friends. This is Lester here, and today we're going to be doing a review on the Buck Knives 124 Frontiersman fixed blade knife. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about the overall value of this knife, some of the things I don't like about it, and others have said they don't like about it. We'll talk a little bit about the design and the flaws and the triumphs and the design of this knife. So let's get it open here and take a look at it. So if you're tuning in here today and you're looking to buy one of these knives, I hope you'll, if anything, at the very minimum, use this video to get a really good visual of what it is you're going to be getting here if you decide to go out and buy the Buck Knives 124 Frontiersman. This is a Bowie style knife, and it is made with 420 high carbon steel. Now this is definitely not going to be a technical tutorial or I guess teaching type video where I teach you all about materials and stuff like that. It's not really a highly educational video whatsoever, but I will give you like a little information on what I know about. If you hear the term carbon, high carbon used, it's terminology that's used a lot when people are talking about different types of metals used for knives. And basically, to give you like a generic explanation of what it means to have carbon in steel is made of zillions of iron molecules, okay? And when carbon is introduced into the steel, the carbon molecules get in between the iron molecules, which are all pushed very closely together to form the steel. So when the steel is made with carbon, the carbon molecules get in between the iron molecules, and it just makes the knife, it just makes it harder and it makes it more versatile. So that's kind of like my generic explanation of what it means when it's when you hear the term carbon. Okay, so this is 420 high carbon steel. Buck uses this in a ton of the knives that they make. It is a budget steel. There's definitely a lot better metal out there, but Buck does a darn good job with it, and they use it the best. Now, the knife, the handle, let's talk about the handle. So the handle's made of micarta. If you want to know what micarta is, you can do a Google internet search, and I'm sure the internet can tell you all about what micarta is, but for the purpose of this video and trying to keep it within a reasonable length of time, micarta is basically just a really beautiful, hard material that's works really great for knife handles, and it has kind of a carbon fiber look to it, and it's very durable and it's very popular, and that is what Buck is used here in this 124 Frontiersman. As you can see, the design of the blade is beautiful, and although this knife has flaws, I pardon all of those flaws because of my love for the design of this blade. Buck makes a lot of great Bowie style knives, and this one is my favorite. But there are things I don't like about it, and things you should know about if you're going to consider going out and spending $150 or more on this knife. Number one is the handle is blocky. Now, it feels okay in my hand, but I think it could be better. It's thick. I have regular size hands, and I think if you have really big hands, maybe this is not a problem for you. But I do feel a little uncomfortable, just a little, if I'm not gripping really tight on this thing, because it's a very thick handle. Also, the fitment isn't the best. Now let me see if I can get in close here. This part of the knife here is called the ricasso. This is called the guard. If you look between the guard, where the guard and the ricasso meet, it just almost looks like there's a little gap there. It's very small. You wouldn't be able to fit a regular sized piece of paper in there. But maybe little hairs and dusts and debris could get in there, and that's kind of a turn off to me. So there is a fitment issue right there, and I think Buck could have done a little bit better on that. Okay, but with that said, I can pardon that because I do really like this knife overall. Now, the other thing is, so the guard and the pommel are made of aluminum. I would have rathered Buck just have made the handle more slimmer and design the handle better so it would feel better in my hand, and then just use like some sort of a steel or something for the guard and the pommel, and I think that would have brought the quality of this knife up from very good to excellent. But overall, for the money, it's a good buy. Resale is going to be very easy. You will be able to resell this knife, no problem. I think it will hold its value over time. Now, whenever I go out to spend this kind of money on a tool or a knife, I go through the reviews and I see how the reviews have held up. One of the biggest places where this knife has been reviewed is Amazon. This knife has held 4.5 out of 5 stars for over 260 reviews on Amazon, so that it's very good. That many people reviewed this knife and it's stayed strong at 4.5 stars. That says a lot about the knife. I've seen eBay reviews where the knife has held a lot less reviews than the Amazon, but the knife held 5 stars on eBay. And it's, of course, the Buck website. There was really not that many reviews because I think Buck is still trying to sell this knife for $200 straight from the website. But with that said, the reviews were very good. Some of the issues that I mentioned with the handle being blocky and the fitment issue here was definitely also mentioned by some of the other people that reviewed this knife. Overall, I do think this is an excellent knife for the money. So just take a good look at it. Take a good look here. This is what it's all about. This is why you all come to YouTube, to check something out, because you want to get a good look at it before you buy it. You want to know a little bit about it. Oh, cat coming in the picture here. Move away, cat. Move away. Now the cat is going to annoy me and everything. Everybody's going to hear that. I'm going to get away. Right? See what I mean about that? Is a really thick handle. I can tell you I've considered a few times reselling this on eBay, and I just can't bring myself to do it. I just like it. I just like it. Even with its flaws, I think it's great. It's definitely good enough for me. And we're almost approaching 10 minutes here, so we're going to pretty much wrap the video up here. But one more thing I wanted to talk about. The sheath. So I've read some of the reviews, and some people have expressed that they don't like that this piece of leather is so thin. There's going to be a lot of wear and tear right here, because this is going to be the part where, you know, this is going to be holding a knife on your belt, and you're going to be sliding the belt in and out of here constantly. So, or at least a few reviewers have said they have wished that Buck would have used a little thicker piece of leather here for the sheath. So I'm going to try to keep it to 10 minutes here. I hope you all appreciate the video. I hope it's useful in some way for you if you are here watching. If you are here watching, thank you very much. If you want to give it a like, I would appreciate it. If you want to ring the bell, subscribe would be awesome. Thank you very much, and good luck on your knife shopping experience. And I think if you want to go out and buy the Buck 124 Frontiersman, you will be satisfied with this purchase. Thank you very much. Thanks for being here. Goodbye.